Locs, I went on Instagram the other day and basically was ranting about how I am thinking about doing genie braids or yarn braids or genie locks, genie dreads, faux dreads, whatever it is that you want to call them. And I told you guys that I do like a little video showing you guys how I do them. I am doing them different this time around. Last time I just simply braided the yarn into my hair. This time around I am actually doing like a little twisty, so it kind of looks a little bit more dready. Like you don't see a braid this time, you just see twisted things. They're not perfect, and I don't try to be perfect when I do this style because I want it to look a little bit more grungy. I'm using 3 colors. Obviously the black is the main color, and then since I do have my highlights, my like auburn and my blonde highlights, I am including these because when you're doing weaves and braids and such, it's always recommended that you do colors that are in your hair. That way it's like kind of less of a shock. And I'm just having fun with it, and I'm just free flowing it, doing it as I go. Like you see on this one's like black and the end has like, you know, a dramatic break and you just see blonde right there. So I don't know, I'm just having fun with it. But I am going to show you guys the technique, to each his own. So do what you want to do with it. So as I'm doing it, I'm not even using a comb. So my Canon shea butter, coating my hair in that. I am going to take my yarn and I just cut 5 strings of yarn like so, and I'm going to braid it in first. How do you braid yarn in? This is what you do. You like cut it in half. 5 isn't an even number obviously, so I have 3 in one hand, 2 in the other hand, and I am just going to loop it like so. You see, I have like a little loop here. Now I've gotten so much better at doing my own hair, braiding and French braiding. So if you don't know how to braid, there are so many little tutorials on how to braid, how to French braid, all that good stuff. There's so many of them on here, and pretty much, you know, practice makes you better. Nobody's perfect, so practice makes you better. And looking at the first time I did like genie locks on my hair, I'm also going to link that video down below. I'm going to link all of my genie lock videos down below because I also talked about how I washed my genie locks back in the day. So I'm going to link that down below. But looking back at how my experience doing my hair back then, it's a lot easier now and less stress. So practice makes better. Definitely look up some of those videos if you do not know how to braid. I am just braiding it until I am nearly at the end of my own hair. Okay, we're nearly at the end now. So I'm just going to leave this loose, and I'm not even starting from like the very top. I'm not even stressing this hairstyle. I'm making this a stress-free hairstyle. So I'm just going to take the braid, holding it with my thumb. Now I will just twist the yarn around. Okay. Oh my god, and it's so hot in here. I'm like sweating. The humidity. I'm always talking about the weather. I'm like the weather woman. I'm always talking about the weather. I'm just going to continue doing this until I get to the very bottom. And if you guys run out of string or out of yarn, like before you're at the very bottom, no worries. Just tie it off and do the same thing. Start off again from where you left off. Okay, so I'm getting closer to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is take one string, it doesn't matter which string it is, the other strings are away from it. Taking one string, and I'm just going to basically knot it. Okay, there's our knot, just for some security. Then I'm going to take another string And I'm just going to begin just tying knots with random strings. Worked up a little sweat. Now I'll go ahead and demonstrate to you guys what to do when you've pretty much run out of your wrapping hair and you still have some more to go. Let's take some of the same color that I'm wrapping with. Just gonna take about this much. 4 strings of it. Just start where I left off. And begin wrapping again. See, it's pretty easy. A bit time consuming, but it is definitely easy. Day 3 of these faux locks, and really, I just really don't have the time to sit down and constantly do them. So I just did I worked on them like 2 hours per day. So I started on Wednesday. Today is Friday. Really on Wednesday, I only worked on it for like an hour, and then I went for a run. By the time I got back home, I was exhausted. So I showered and went to sleep. The next day, I had so much work to do, so much editing and emails and errands, and so pretty much I only worked on them yesterday evening for about, I'd say, 2.5 hours. Today I just started working on them right now, and I'd probably say that I worked on them for like, it's been, I'm gonna say another 2 hours.
It's 3 o'clock.
So it is a process, but I'm excited about the turnout. So I used up all of my black yarn. I bought 2 bundles of black yarn, and so I still have to twist these braids or whatever. And all of my colors, for the most part, on the bottom, I did not want to. The only color at the top are these 2 little strands, and they're there because when I do my little flip, I want to be able to see them when I'm just looking forward. So yeah, I have to go and pick up another bundle of yarn. So if you're going to do this hairstyle, you'll probably need, you'll need, if you're doing a size similar to mine, you'll need 3 bundles of your black yarn, because I'll only use a little bit of this last bundle. I'm excited to have a protective style and to be able to give my hair a break. You know, that's always good. And hopefully I'll be done by tonight. If I'm not done by tonight, I have to set in my schedule that I am going to finish on Saturday for sure. But hopefully I'll finish it tonight. I don't have any plans yet, so we shall see.